Well, it's finally time to change out our rear air shocks on the Escalade, and so I went and bought these. Got them off eBay. These are the $99 ones that you can get off eBay. They look pretty good. I think they got like a year warranty on them. And so I put these on, and they pump up. Everything works pretty good, but the problem is they leak like a sieve. And I was trying to figure out what to do, but it's basically this connector. So on these, and the problem is that the connector attached to the shock is too big for the factory O-rings. And so these are some O-rings I got off my pump, where I changed the pump out to. But if I pull this connector off, you can see what I'm talking about. It's got the factory ones in it, and these O-rings are just so loose they just flop around in there, and so the O-ring doesn't seal. So we got to do something with that. But I mean, for the price difference, if that's the only problem we got, then we'll get that corrected. But I'll show you what I'm going to do. But here's the original shock, and you can see it's just totally blown out. So we had to do something. But if you look on this one, when you put the O-rings in, they're actually so tight the O-rings push back, and so they would seal up nicely. But for the cheap option here at 50 bucks a shock, they're not fitting too good. So what we're going to do is correct this issue. So you can't find the O-rings, but what I did, I went over to the store and I got some of these vacuum connectors because they got tapers on them. And so the inside of the vacuum connector is about the size of the little tube, and so the outside is tapered. And so what I'm going to do is cut this little end off right here and slip that up in there, because if I put this little vacuum connector in there, you can see that it's a really tight fit, and so that should provide us a better seal in that wrong sized hole right there, and then maybe we'll get this thing to seal up. Now let me connect it up and I'll show you when you put some air on it what it does. We'll put some bubbles on it and we'll just turn the truck on and let this pump up. So all I got to do is just click it over. And so in a second, the pump will kick on, and we'll see that it's leaking like a lunatic. So let me put some bubbles on it. So you can see it just doesn't even seal. There's just blowing bubbles everywhere. And so basically the shock won't air up because it doesn't get any air in it. So we're gonna make a little modification. I'll show you the modification here in a minute. Put that on there and see if we can keep it from bubbling. All right, so what we got is we took the little piece of this and I cut off a section right there, and then I had to cut the end off of that section to get it to right. So what I did, normally it has 2 O-rings that are on it, but I put 4 O-rings on just to check and see if it would fit deep enough, and so it looks like it'll still click on there with 4. So I just made my little thing equal to the length of the 4 O-rings, and then I'm going to shove this on the pipe. So you see right here, you just have to disconnect the 90 out of it. You'll expose the little end of the tube, and then I'm just going to slip that on there and then put a little Vaseline on it, lock that thing back down, and we'll see if we got any bubbles. So we'll get it all hooked back up, and here in just a second, let me how to set the phone down and put this on there. So there it is with the little tapered bigger thing on there, and so all I'm going to do is push this back down back inside the connector and then lock that 90 back in, then we'll put it on there. So we'll do that and then fire it up and see if we got any bubbles. All right, so we got our new little vacuum line on there. So let's go around here and see if it leaks with this modified seal we got. And as you can see, no more leaks. So that sealed her up pretty good. And our airbag inflated. So that should take care of our problem. We know we just got to do it for the other side. So the trick to getting these $99 repair shocks with these bags on them is to go ahead and get you a $4 vacuum connector kit. Take the O-rings off and replace it with the tapered end of one of those vacuum lines, and you will air up. Alright, so here we go. Both sides are fixed. And you can see them pumping up. And no leaks. It actually pumps up good enough now you can hear the compressor cycle off. We'll do it again. So you'll hear now it builds up enough pressure, you'll hear the pump exhaust when it hits its pressure, because they're aired up now. There we go. Now we're nice and tight. Fixed our $99 repair air shocks, and we're all set up. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching.